As it has been said, I have the honor to chair the Global Commissions on the Economy and Climate. The basic aim of the Commission is to provide new arguments or new perspective to this debate. For us, for instance, it is clear that science has provided enough evidence about climate change and its consequences, that the debate related with the evidence that, for instance, the IPCC provided made me think that science has rested its case, but it is time for policymakers and economists to do their job. And the idea is like this. I was listening carefully Mr. Jim Kim this morning, the president or director of the World Bank. He made an incredible, important point. He talked about the rationality. And rational decisions among leaders or businessmen are ruining, if I can say that, the world. Because in that rationality, taking action in favor or to tackle climate change implies huge economic cost. And as long for business and government, they need to minimize the cost, they are not taking, or we are not taking, enough action. So what the Commission wants to do is to change that kind of rationality. We need to introduce the economic convenience, the economic arguments in the rationality of the decision takers. Or in other words, we need to destroy completely the false dilemma in which several countries, businessmen, are thinking. And the dilemma is like this. Either we foster economic growth or we tackle climate change. But we cannot do both. I wonder if the Minister of India is still here, but in some moments that could be the argument behind about the decisions a country, big country, amazing country like India needs to take. But for us, and I'm very sure for all of you, that is not a true dilemma. It's a false dilemma. And the Commission was integrated with several people coming from the government, like myself, but President Lagos from Chile, or Jens Stoltenberg from Norway, or Helen Clark from New Zealand. People coming from the business sector, Paul Polman from Unilever, Chad Holiday from Bank of America then and now with Shell, and others, Don Doctorow from Bloomberg itself, and others, Angel Gurria, who spoke today as well. And we came with two reports called Better Growth, Better Climate, the New Climate Economy, that provide such evidence in the sense that we can demonstrate that it is possible to have economic growth, job creation, poverty alleviation, and at the same time, tackle climate change, reducing the climate risk. But in order to do so, we need to change. We need to take brave decisions in the next 15 years. The last window of opportunity we have in order to keep the temperature of global level below 2 Celsius degrees is in the next 15 years, in which more than 1 billion people are going to come to live to the cities, urban development. That implies to build a city like Washington, D.C. every single month. In the next 15 years in which we need to push all the way the transition towards low carbon economy, mainly low carbon energy, either consumption, and that the role of energy efficiency is crucial, or production, in which the switching towards renewables is not only necessary, but also possible and viable in economic terms, as we will see. And finally, we will change the system related with land uses. Well, I just want to conclude with this before to presenting the panelists with this published. This is the page number 5 of the Financial Times today. The title is, "This is a Turning Point," and says 6 million companies around the world want an ambitious climate deal at COP21 in Paris this December. And the basic idea of this announcement is climate action is good for business. And that is exactly the argument that is needed in order to push the world to take decisions. As long as any government believes that moving towards renewable implies cost, implies sacrificing economic growth, that country will go all the way to establish new coal facilities, for instance, new coal power plants, which could be catastrophic for human beings. As long as the companies consider that taking action on climate is like some kind of a philanthropic issue that the company needs to think about it, they never would switch all the way to reduce their costs, which is in self-interest measure, and to contribute to reduce carbon emissions.